I'm Megan. This is my husband Billy. We met on eHarmony. These are our children, Michael and Lydia. And these are my siblings, Jacob and Zoe. We aren't your typical family, but together we have lots of fun. Welcome back, guys. Okay, so in this video of Stepmom Talk, I wanted to talk about one like an extremely awkward moment, and how it was awkward but not awkward at the same time. So, or it could have been extremely awkward. I don't know. I feel like this is one of those things that you say whether this is an awkward moment or not. Okay, so picture it. We are sitting in bleachers at a meetup for, I guess, a basketball game. So we're sitting on the bleachers. Of course, if you go to any basketball game, you have bleachers or chairs on one side and bleachers and chairs on the other side. Okay, because you have one team that's the composing home team and one team that's the away team. So anyway, I was trying to say a fancy word there and I couldn't remember the fancy word. So I'm sitting there probably to the top, close to the top, because I like to get in the middle on the top and really have the full court. And I love to take video and pictures of the kids. It's, looking back, those are some of my favorite videos and some of my favorite video clips, especially of Michael doing band, just because he loves band so much. So when I'm sitting there, their grandmother sees me and comes and sits beside me. Totally cool. We've been doing this for forever. We sit there and do small talk. We don't usually get too big in the conversation, but we do have our small talk. Then the kids' grandparents or great-grandparents see us and come sit with us. Again, to me, not awkward. Then a young student that goes to school with the kids comes and sits with us. No problem. So we're just talking away. In that moment, I stepped back for a second and I said, this is really awkward. Why was this awkward? Not really. To me, it's not. But in the moment, this could be really awkward. You have the kid's mom's mom there and the kid's mom's grandmother there. So you have great-grandma and grandma sitting next to ex-husband's fiance. And I sat there and I thought, this is kind of awkward. Then I thought, I think I said this could be kind of awkward. Then mom comes in. Mom sits way on the other side of the bleachers. That's when I felt like it became an awkward moment. Because mom was sitting nowhere near us, but yet I'm sitting there beside her mom and her grandmother. So that looks really, really awkward. But here's the thing. I'm going to tell you it's not really. And maybe it's because of family dynamics, about adults being adults. But let me tell you a story of when I was younger. So, I don't even remember how old I was. I was probably about 8. Just a huge rash. So my cousin and his wife divorced, or filed for divorce. They weren't divorced as of then. 2 weeks later, my aunt and uncle, his parents, filed for divorce. And then 2 weeks after that, my aunt and uncle split. Their file for divorce went on for years. It was ridiculous. Anyway, so they split. So you have in a rash of 6 weeks, 3 couples have broken up. Okay, I don't know about you, but right before Christmas this all happens. That puts a real damper on the holidays. And as a child, I did not fully understand it. Yes, I understood that they were no longer going to be married, but it was oh, we're no longer going to see them. Now, as a kid, I remember thinking, wow, I remember sitting in my room thinking, wow, this is gonna suck. Because I remember, like, I don't remember anybody telling me, oh, they're not gonna be there. I just think I just rationally figured it out. So that Christmas was really hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was a really, really hard Christmas. It was just awkward. It was weird. Like, your favorite uncle's not there. Your other uncle's there, but your aunt's not there. Your cousin's nowhere to be found. Like, so it was that was awkward. However, something that the family, well, I would say I'll give huge credit to my youngest uncle and aunt was, at some point through all of this, they decided to team up as parents and be there for their child as parents. They grew up, they took the emotions out of it, and they supported their son. So when we would go to his football games or whatever, we all sat together. It wasn't weird. Now, it may have felt awkward to them, but to me, that was my family. It didn't matter. And this is not even I'm not even the parent. I'm not even their kid. But for me growing up, my aunt was always invited to our side of the family to do things. My grandmother was always invited. It wasn't weird to see everybody together. It wasn't awkward. They grew up and they put their child first, and everybody went from there. Like, let's do what we need to do for the child, not us adults. And so for me in this moment, I was like, this looks really, really awkward. But it wasn't. Because why? We can all be adults because we all support these kids. We're here for them. We're not here for us. It's not about me. It's not about grandma. It's not about mom. It's not about great grandma. It's not about aunts and uncles. It's about being there for the kids, supporting the kids, loving the kids. And I remember leaving that day and thinking to myself, this is what it should look like. Now, it was a little awkward that mom didn't come and sit with us, but that's mom's choice. If mom didn't want to, that's fine. But look at it from the kids' perspective. They love dad. They love mom. They love grandparents. They love aunts and uncles. They love great-grandparents. They want the people that love them, that they love, to be able to get along, to support them. Now, they're not going to say, I need you to support me, mom and dad. I need y'all to sit together. They're not going to say that. But they want the people that love them the most to be able to get along and be there. So, therefore, I actually like it when grandma and mom and great grandma and aunts and uncles are sitting next to each other, because it's not about us. It is about them. It's not about me. I love them and I am here to support them and I'm here to cheer them on and I'm here to love them, but it's not about me. It's not about them. It is about supporting the children in this. So when I look at it, it might completely seem weird. It might seem awkward, but it's not really to me, because it's not about me. It's about them. Because I want them to look back on their life and say, that might have been awkward for Megan and Dad, but you know what? They never showed it. And my response would be, it could have been awkward. Sometimes it was a little weird. But it wasn't as awkward as I thought it was going to be. Or because it wasn't about the adults. We can be adults, we can grow up, we can be mature. It was about the kids. And it's the same thing that my aunt and uncle did. They stopped their little bickering and all that. It was about like, oh, this is awkward. Now, were there awkward moments? Yes, I'm sure. When one remarried, when one had another baby, I'm sure they had those. Man, that could have been our baby. I'm sure they had those moments. But in the grand scheme of things, it really wasn't there. It was just kind of, honestly, my aunt's daughter and my cousin's daughter, this is another cousin, they're like best friends. They love each other. Like, technically, if they were still married, that would be her cousin, and that would be, oh, that's my aunt. but they're not married anymore. But I just feel like things can be different. We need to take ourselves and our emotions out of it and support the kids. So it could have been an extremely awkward moment, but it wasn't, because it wasn't about me. It wasn't about the adults. It was about the kids. And if they love us all, then I can suck it up and I can stand there. And honestly, I like it. I like sitting there and making small talk, getting to know her better, them better, and it's fun. Anyway, guys, I will have another awkward moment in just a little bit.